Episode 7 of yet another Let's Play Minecraft. As I said, starting off right where we left off from the last time. So, I'm exploring in a boat. If I felt like doing it, I'd put a little clip of a certain song in here, but whatever. Okay, so I stood up, as you may remember, in a previous episode and saw there was just a big body of water this way. And I decided to go sailing. Not much interesting happens during sailing, and I'm not sure why there's no noise, but there isn't. Yeah, hear that? That was a messaging program I forgot to turn off when I was recording footage. I apologize for that so much. That's really unacceptable. And I'll try and remember to turn it off in the future. I do a really bad job of it. Anyway, so this is where I ended up. A nice little I don't know what you'd call a body of water like this. I guess it's just an island, really. It's kind of like a gulf, I guess, maybe. Um, it's pretty nice looking, I suppose. I just wanted to kind of give you a look, see what the world looks like further out from my house, and in here is where I decided to stop, mainly because I thought this is where I couldn't slow down in time and broke the boat. No, so I guess I decided to just stop right here. Oh, I know I did. I didn't feel like making a harbor, or a moor rather, for that boat. And the place I decided to stop and explore turns out to be a little tiny island with really nothing worth mentioning on it. But I mean, it does look pretty. But as you can see, there's just not really very much going on here. I was hoping to find a fairly expansive landmass, but that's... Oh, wonderful! But that's going to happen, apparently. Okay, so in the pouring rain, I decide I better seek some shelter, so I go over to this area. And, whoops, couldn't quite slow down in time, so I'm, well, stranded, for lack of a better word. Okay, you don't need to see me finding shelter, but I decided to just build a temporary shelter as it was getting quite late in the day. Alright, so I decided to just seal myself in as opposed to building a door and all that. Now at this point, I'm just kind of carving something out here, and I say, screw it, I'm digging down. There has to be something interesting down there, and get that noise from the rain out of my ears. Now, in the last episode, I nearly died when I fell through a cavern from digging down, and you'd think I'd be smart enough not to do it this time, but you'd be wrong. Anyway, there's just a little clip there, so you don't have to watch me. Because I dug down pretty far. And I put hey, look at that! Now that was some luck. I don't know what this is, but I'm liking the way it looks. You can hear some running water somewhere. I think I found me a dungeon. For the most part, I ignore the coal because I had a ton of it. Oh, redstone. I've been wanting some redstone so badly because I wanted to build something. As it turns out, I could actually do what I wanted without redstone, so looking for it, I guess, was kind of silly. Anyway, I was about to break it open, and I thought, well, wait, I'm using steel. I'm using stone. I think you need to be using iron pickaxes. So I didn't realize how much redstone there would be, otherwise I would have just tried it to find out. So I decided to leave the redstone there while I explore a little bit. Now, as you can see, it's definitely some kind of a dungeon here. And I am at this point, I am pretty ecstatic. I'm like, it's a dungeon with lava. Yeah, that's some pretty nice lava there. Too bad I don't have some water. Well, I could get some water. There's a water source right over there. But at this point, I'm saying it looks like there's a, off to the left of the lava pool looking down on it, it looks like there's a, like some kind of a trail or a cavern leading off that way. But I decide not to risk falling into the lava and dying since my bucket's empty. Oh, look what I found. Some iron. Now keep in mind, because I've been wanting to show you a dungeon exploration for a while, for the most part, I'm leaving just about my entire exploration intact. I used very, very few edits. So at this point, I'm pretty much ignoring coal. Anything else, though, I'm pretty much mining on site. I mean, I know a lot of people think a better idea is to just map out the whole cavern, find out where everything is, and then mine everything on the way out. But let's be honest here. I wouldn't be able to remember where everything is, so as soon as I see something I want, I mine it. I'm just getting a little sandstone here. I guess the idea was to build something with it at some point after I leave the cavern, after I leave the cave system here. Alright, so, yes, you cannot build a crafting table out of stone. That is apparently what I was thinking about doing. I am so sorry about all that noise. I don't know how I forgot to turn that off. Just to let you know, I'm sorry for not getting this out last week. Like I said I would, I was hoping for Thursday, but some stuff just came up. I spent the entire weekend from Friday night to about an hour ago with my girlfriend. Today's Labor Day, by the way, so Friday through Monday. And I mean, I actually was able to record some footage for Minecraft while she was here, because she got distracted watching Channel Awesome videos. That's thatguywiththeglasses.com, and it's not a plug, but it's a pretty nice website actually. You should check it out if you haven't already. I honestly do not know how well that site's known around the internet, but I figured I'd just give it a little bit of a plug. Anyway, I find some iron above me, so I have plenty of iron to make a pickaxe with now. Let me just say here, early when I first started playing this game, which was in alpha, it was around August of 2010, like very, very early August, maybe even like the last day or two of July 2010 is when I started. That looks like an interesting little cavern for later on, but I want to get my ore smelted before I do any more exploring, really. Anyway, I could never find iron when I first started playing. I could barely find coal. So I tend to see iron as this very rare, super valuable thing, when really it's pretty common. But I'm scared to use it. I don't like using it. I just let it build up forever. I guess that's really not necessary. I mean, I know people who say they want to get 2 stacks of iron ore by the end of day 2, or they feel like they failed as a player. Here I am doing a little exploring despite not wanting to. I've apparently looped around on myself as one of my torches is over here. One of the torches I've already placed. Now really, it looks like I kind of know where I'm going, but really I don't. I mean, really, I'm more than anything else, I was wandering around and I got lucky and just happened to walk back here. I don't know what I was thinking there. You can't smelt flint. I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I figured I might as well not waste the coal. I might as well make a smooth stone since I do eventually want to build a castle. I'm going to need a ton of smooth stone for that. I did it once on, I used to run a single player alpha server. And I started building a smooth stone castle, and oh god, did it take a lot. So whenever I have a little coal left over, I just toss some cobblestone in there to make smooth stone for my eventual castle. So here I am getting my redstone. As I said, as it turns out, what I wanted to do could be done without redstone. It was a door that opened automatically and shut behind you. Going out and coming in, activated by button to keep mobs from activating a pressure plate or whatever, because mobs can't press buttons. And as it turns out, if you place everything correctly, you don't even need to use redstone for that. So yeah, I didn't need the redstone. I still haven't used it. You'll see the setup I do. It's not perfect, and I probably could use redstone to make it work a little better, but it's close enough to what I want now, so I'm not going to, I'm probably not going to actually bother to tear everything up and put redstone down when it's working nearly how I want it. So here I am. I noticed some redstone. I figure let's go get that redstone. Little nervous doing this above lava, but everything turns out okay. Now, I'm so paranoid about using my iron pickup that or my iron pickaxe up, that I keep switching out only using the iron to mine redstone and putting the stone back in for everything else, which is just ridiculous. I think this cavern is really what convinced me that iron is pretty common in this game, and I don't need to be that stingy about it. See, you can see me really wanting to go down here and try and see what that cave or the little passage on the left is. What I was worried about is it would just be like 1 or 2 deep. It looks like maybe at a minimum 2 deep. I didn't want to get the whole way down there, so I decided just to never mind. Let's explore. There's plenty I haven't explored yet. And now I don't know when the next episode from this is going to go up. Hopefully later this week. If I do this right, you should see this episode pop up today on Labor Day. And also, I might as well talk about it here, since this is just a long stretch of me walking around and exploring. I found a problem. As you know, some of the mods I'm using are Mine Colony and Mo Creatures. I didn't realize those two were incompatible, and it explains why Mine Colony is acting a little funny, in my opinion. Like, nothing's really exactly working how it should. So what I'm going to need to be doing is taking either Mo Creatures or Mine Colony out of my game. Right now I'm leaning towards Mine Colony. I kind of like the extra animals more than I like the Mine Colony aspect of the game. I mean, it doesn't even really work right anyway. Originally, why I wanted it was to just have miners and lumberjacks collecting stuff for me, quite honestly, but I found out it's really not that hard. Now, the problem is, while I do have a backup of Minecraft, I didn't back it up in stages, so I'm going to need to start with a fresh Minecraft, or actually, I did make a backup with just ModLoader installed, so I'll probably start from there, and I'm going to need to re-add everything. Now, here's mining iron next to lava, which had me kind of nervous. But as I was saying, oh yeah, I'm going to have to remod it from pretty much scratch, and that gives me a chance to maybe install some other mods I've been thinking about where they need to be installed from a clean Minecraft with only ModLoader installed, which is pretty much every mod anymore requires ModLoader practically. I mean, you can probably find 1 or 2 that don't, but all the major ones do. One thing I was thinking about installing was the Aether, and just as a note here, anyone who says Aether, 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 anything like that is wrong. This is a Greek word. The A is not pronounced. It's ether. And it just really bugs me when I see people doing playthroughs and calling it like Aether or Aether or, you know, something like that. It's ether. The word is pronounced ether. I usually don't rant like that, but it really annoys me. Anyway, I was thinking about installing the Ether mod. I was thinking about installing maybe Yogsbox, the Yogsbox mod, because that includes Mo Creatures and Millionaire, and a bunch of other stuff that looks cool. So it has a lot of what I already have. I don't believe Ether and Yogsbox are compatible, but the more I see about Ether, the more I don't really think I'm interested in it. I really don't think I'm interested in the mod right now. I mean, I know a lot of people think it's the greatest thing ever, and it's a mandatory mod you must run if you're going to run any mods. Like, if you can only run one mod, run the Ether, but it really just, I don't know. I mean, I'm interested in some of the new ores they've added in, but that's about it. Otherwise, I am honestly just not very interested in it. I don't know, I'm just not interested. Another thing that looks interesting is finite water. But the problem with finite water is you need to start a new world for it to take effect. Otherwise, because the finite water is its own separate block from default Minecraft water. So if you, like, just... Oh, of course, someone really calling me? Hang on, sorry. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I edited the phone call out. Alright, back to the Minecraft. Yeah, I could have edited the whole reference to the phone call out, but I don't feel like it. That would take actual effort on my part. Well, not effort, but it's just annoying to do. Anyway, I put a little cut in here where I blocked off some water to mine some iron, because it really is embarrassing how much trouble I had blocking this flow. I also really like the way water flows in this game, so I don't like damming it up, really. Anyway, to get back to what I was speaking about, I don't know what mod I want to put in. Yogsbox is honestly looking like it does a lot of what I want. It has several of the mods I already use, like I said, Mo Creatures and Millionaire, even though I've never managed to find a Millionaire village. I would have to give up Cubic Chunks and Phoenix Terrain mod, I think. I'm not positive, but I think I might have to give those up. I'll have to see if I can get the two to work together. I would hope so, but if I don't use Cubic Chunks, then I can use Optifine, but I don't really need Optifine, but it might be nice to use. I do know Yogsbox is compatible with Optifine. In fact, I think they recommend you use it. And I just edited out me mining a bunch of Lapis Lazuli. Okay, well, we're getting to about the end of the dungeon exploring adventure here. And just so you know, I'll have more information on the future of what mods I'll be using in probably the next episode. I'll have probably decide by the time I'm ready to, by the time I edit and have that ready, I will probably know what I'm using, which mods I'll be using. Anyway, just back to what I was saying, we're just about done exploring the dungeon here. As you can see, it's not really all that interesting of a dungeon, but I'm happy that I finally found one, even if there wasn't a single mob in it. I forget what I was checking here. I was checking something, though. Anyway, as I was saying, I did once watch another Let's Play where the guy doing it said, it's not a dungeon if there are no mobs in it. And as you can see, you haven't heard a single groan, you know, any kind of a thwack of a skeleton bow, you know, anything like that. So in terms of mob activity, this dungeon hasn't been all that interesting. I guess it's not that great, but I did get a lot of ore in this. I don't know what happened there. I think the sound's kind of out of alignment. I guess this might be like the one last little place I didn't explore. Or actually, it looks like I've been here already. Oh, there's an interesting glitch I've been getting a lot. Run away, run away, holy crap, holy crap! Oh god, I'm gonna die. Actually, I wasn't thinking clearly when that happened. I started freaking out because I was being pushed towards lava. I didn't think that the water would keep me from catching on fire and having any serious damage. At this point, by the way, I'm ignoring redstone because I have over a stack of it. Okay, I guess I had one little last place to explore, but it's just a dead end. So at this point, I'm just about done. I couldn't remember where I came in, and it's funny because I walked past it several times. I just never thought to look up in that spot. And at this point, it's not like I think I haven't just explored here. I don't know what I was looking for. I can't remember. I thought I edited that. Oh, I did edit that out. Okay. Okay, there's just a little edit here. I don't remember why. Oh yeah, this is after me searching for the exit and not being able to find it. I decide to dig up instead of, digging down. I'm going to dig up, which is not something you see a whole lot. This really is not particularly interesting. You can't really see what I'm doing. I occasionally put a torch out. Just basically digging up, then jumping up and putting the blocks under you. Okay, so I'm at the surface and it's still raining. I have no idea where I am. Well, actually, this is not that far from where I started, but I wasn't too sure which way anything was. So I'm wandering around in the rain here. Now the short version is, I realize I have the materials on me to build a compass, so I do, and I navigate home. It's not really anything interesting. As it turns out, I could get there entirely by land. I didn't even need to take that boat. So I'm not going to show myself getting home. So I'll see you for episode 8. Bye!